Tonight, a father armed with a machete holds his young family hostage. A motorist fights for life after a brutal road rage carjacking. A mum's relief as her son is found after a freezing night lost in the bush. Also, Greece rejects an economic bailout, sending Australian shares into a $30 billion tailspin. Panic as a pram rolls onto tracks in front of a freight train. And the Royals enjoy a family day out for Princess Charlotte's christening.
Live from Melbourne, this is 7 News with Peter Mitchell.
Good evening. A father armed with a machete has held a woman and 2 children hostage in Melbourne's west. Christy Cooper is in Tarneet this evening. And Christy, is everyone okay there?
Thankfully, Peter, yes, they are. Police say the woman and children were traumatised when they were finally allowed out of the house, but we did see the children a short
thug
time
has been jailed for 18 months over a sickening pub attack on Grand Final day. That's ahead on 7 News. Also, beach panic as a small plane plunges towards sunbathers. A windy welcome for the Pope in South America.
And I'll let you know when some warmer weather will return soon.
A man's been jailed for 18 months over a sickening assault in a pub on Grand Final day last year. Commuters had the worst of the weather today, with showers hitting both the morning and evening peaks. Jane Bun joins us now. And Jane, what can we expect tomorrow?
Mitch, tomorrow's actually looking better than what we experienced today. We woke to the patter of rain on the roof as this area of widespread showers crossed the city. It took until mid-morning to clear eastwards, but this was enough to deliver a small top-up to the rain gauges. Most western and northern suburbs recorded 2 to 5 millimetres, with the wettest spot being Coburg. There wasn't as much in the far south and east, just a millimetre here and there. At 7 a.m. in the city, it was a mild 9 degrees, but the wet weather soon let that tumble, down to 8 by 8 a.m. and just 7 at 9 a.m. So it got colder as the morning went on. We took a break from the showers in the middle of the day, but it only reached a top of 11.5. And the showers returned, with a new band of them arriving late in the afternoon. Now, there is even more to come tonight, but it does look better tomorrow. I'll have those details soon. Mitch?
Thanks, Jane. A cruel conman who preyed on elderly motorists has smiled as he was sent to jail. That's ahead on 7 News. Also, a warning about the pitfalls of going gluten-free. And a driver walks away from a spectacular speedway fireball. Good luck with that one. Tonight's sport is next with Tim Watson. And Tim, there's mixed news for the Tigers tonight.
Yes, there is, Mitch. Good to have you back after your mid-season bye too. The captain's in the clear, but a star big man has fallen foul the match review panel. And why Carlton fans are scratching their heads tonight. Also, a defiant James Hird stands his ground.
There's no indication from the club at all that I'm under pressure.
The Cats prepared to welcome back a forgotten favourite. A goal from halfway helps the US clinch soccer's World Cup.
And I've got the forecast for this week of school holidays.
Welcome back. Under fire coach James Hird has called on the Essendon board to hold its nerve after yesterday's historic loss to St Kilda. And with key club power brokers away overseas, Hird is safe for now.
Without a putter. Indeed, why not? Now, before you go, Tim, we've just got to ask you a question about James Hird. He's endured a lot of pressure over the years. How's he looking at the moment, do you think?
Well, Mitch, you'd have to say they wouldn't want too many losses like that at the weekend, but there is no move afoot at the club to change their coach at this stage.
OK, Tim, thank you very much. Jane's next with the weather. And, Jane, the winter chill is really starting to bite.
Yes, Mitch, but the next few days are looking up. I'll have the details after the break.
This weather report brought to you by Beacon Lighting's Stocktake Sale.
Hello again. Showers and grey sky made it pretty chilly today. The coldest point was around 9 a.m. when it dropped down to 7 degrees. Then we only reached a top of 11.5. And at the moment outside it is back down to 9. We've now recorded 3 millimetres in the city and 8 so far this July. Showers passed through this morning, then we took a little break, but the sky remained grey before further showers late this afternoon. Most suburbs only reached 11 or 12, but it was just 7 at the top of Mount Dandenong. This band we can see here is clearing, but there are more showers to the west of us ready to sweep through tonight. And this is how it looked in Geelong before the second wave of showers hit. The sky was quite dark, looking out over Cryo Bay, but the sun did pop out just before it set over Docklands and created an interesting circle in the sky at the airport. It was a top of 17 in Mildura, but only 7 today in Ballarat, thanks to this very slow-moving band of showers just in here. Further showers developed in the west under this trough line, some big enough to grow into thunderstorms, and lots in Gippsland as well. High pressure still covers much of the nation, but the weak low has picked up some tropical moisture, pushing wet weather over the southeast. It's very cold. In fact, the air over Tasmania today was over Antarctica last week. The low will slowly dissipate overnight, leaving us with this large ridge of high pressure overhead. So most parts of Victoria will enter a dry stretch of weather while that high does linger. But it won't last. A front pushes through on Friday, followed by a strong one on the weekend, and the potential for another strong one early next week, so a lot of rain on its way. And 500 metres is the snow level on Saturday. Now, it may change a bit by then, but this gives us an idea of just how cold next weekend will be. Around the nation tomorrow, showers in most capitals and they're most frequent in Perth, top of 19. To Victoria, isolated showers remain over Gippsland and also across the far northwest. Otherwise, it does look dry for tomorrow. It's cool to cold and they're light winds, top of 12 in Bendigo, so it'll be a couple of degrees warmer than today. Closer in, and that's the end of the wet weather. Once this clears out early in the morning, it's dry across Melbourne tomorrow. 8 overnight in the city with showers clearing. It's dry tomorrow and right up to 14 degrees. To the 8-day outlook, our dry stretch includes Wednesday and Thursday too. Wednesday right up to 15. I'm actually expecting a fair bit of sunshine in there. And Thursday still dry, a top of 14. Then the next system hits. It will be front after front after front, and that will make it feel very cold. It'll be coming straight up from Antarctica. I'm expecting 12 on Saturday and for Sunday, then 11 next week, starting to clear on Tuesday. But we look dry tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning, then mostly sunny in the afternoon, a warmer 14. Mitch?
Thanks, Jane. And that's the way it is this Monday, the 6th of July. Thanks for your company. I'll be back with updates later. For now, from the 7 News team, good night.